What? Harry and Meghan had a fight in their hotel room before World Mental Health Day. Hello, my friends, and a very warm welcome back to the Royal Fantasy YouTube channel. Hey, I have some exciting new information to reveal. According to an insider, Harry's sad look in NYC is no coincidence. A source said that Meghan Gover and Hardajar had a fight in their hotel suite. The fight was assumed by hotel staff to be about a desire on the part of the thorn in his side, his till death do us part partner in grift and slime, the hostage keeper of his testicles, and the dominatrix of his life, to stage a near-catastrophic kidnapping attempt. Yes, folks, a near-catastrophic kidnapping. Wait, it gets worse. Gird your loins for what I am about to share. Butter your croissant now, and tip the maple syrup onto your French toast now. As an added preemptive measure, if you feel a bowl evacuation coming on, best to take care of it now and spare yourself the potential ghastliness of a rocket attack of Hamas ruining your breakfast. The following comes as a collation of statements from eyewitnessing and eavesdropping hotel staff, the Harlequin entourage prepared to leak, and various hotel guests. How could the people who barely matter or are cursorily acknowledged by the Dowager Empress and the Hareton Shore be privy to the plot of the Never and the Not? After all, to the let-them-eat-cake dismissive couple, they are non-entities, dog turd smears on the heels of their shoes. That is the extent of their interpretation of noblesse oblige. Treat the peons as beneath contempt. Oh, scrape. Well, allow me to unravel that knot for you. It's the environs, man. The place is crawling with people. Hell, it's New York, man. People coming and going through the in-out revolving door, elevators in up-down action, desk clerks handing cardlock keys, bellhops hopping, chambermaids pushing their carts in hotel corridors, luggage racks being pushed around. There's always somebody around when the dastards don't care or are so in the heat of the moment. Drama. There has to be a steady flow of it. It's the only way the dastards feel alive. They feed off it and are sustained by it. It turns them on. It's an additional bump to their nasal intake or whatever dorsal fin has on hand to pass to the left-hand side. And anything can trigger the drama, even something as innocuous and utilitarian as a nail clipper, or a cupcake with a brown rosette frosting. Hell, even a sushi maki roll that didn't have enough avocado. Are you surprised? Obviously, you never heard of the Monteshit show Mare's Milk in the Bathtub Caper. Ooh, was that a whirlwind, a hurricane of dulce de leche, madre de Dios, un torbellino, un huracán de leche de yegua? Scenes happen, and scenes are witnessed. Things are overheard, snippets of dialogue, shouts, shrill yells, crashing noises, thuds, and breaking glass. Yeah, think of Bruce Lee's catty kung fu yowls when he faced off with Chuck Norris and Kato attacking Inspector Clouseau on steroids. These are a few of the dastards' favorite things. They get collaged into the overall ambient soundscape, thud, smack, ow! Fulgencia Ortega, a chambermaid who happened to be pushing her cart just by the elevators as they swished open to the dastars standing inside, heard the following. "Si, la dama casada," the woman. I overheard her say, "And if I am kidnapped, Harry, would you pay the ransom, Harry?" She said it as she emerged from the elevator. I remember it. She looked at me with the scorn of the ama de casa and shoved me rudely aside with the fuera de mi camino look in her eyes. The sommelier at the hotel restaurant, Tristano de Respighi, backs that up. "Si, la signora," I heard her say to her husband, Il Principe chiamato Harry, as I poured wine into their glasses. Who could we hire to be the kidnappers? I was thinking of Mom's crack connections. You know, those thugs, Hermano and Dimitri. I could speed dial them now and we'd fly them out here to flesh out the plot. Oh, it'll be grand, Harry. All this heightened drama of me, snatched at gunpoint and you playing the distraught spouse, reading out the ransom notey in front of the net camera crew. Oh, it'll be so fab, Harry. Can you fake crying tears on command, Harry? Think of all the publicity, the pity of the public we'd be getting, Harry." The room service attendant, Tran Van Dong, was pushing his food service cart to the closed door of the Dastard's suite. His rap of knuckles on the door was met by the sounds of loud crashes and shrill yells. "Ah, I heard something strange," says Tran. "You will do as I say. It was unearthly, like lady voice only hellish. I also heard a man's voice scream, 'No, no, I will not be a party to this.' There was the sound of breaking glass and the wail of a woman, like a woman about to give birth." Tran continues. "I knocked on suite door again. This time door opened. A man was standing there. He was heavy-looking, a big, tall man, with a gun holster strapped to him. I saw his jacket part, and his gun now became visible. He didn't say a word to me. He just snatched the roll of paper towels on my cart, then slammed the door in my face. I cursed the white-boned demon." Millicent Van Keeken, a hotel guest, was emerging from her room at the same time as Tran was trying to deliver his room service to the Dastard's suite. She witnessed the hand of a burly man grab the roll of paper towels off of the cart. She heard the small man with the cart mutter something, but more telling in the timeline of events, she earlier heard the sounds of an argument in her room. A couple apparently were exchanging foul language that I cannot bear to repeat here. And there were the sounds of a couple having a tiff, yells and shouts. She says, "And I heard thuds and bangs and the sound of glass smashing. But before I heard the glass, I took a glass from the tray on my night table and held it up to the wall and pressed my ear to it. I heard something along the lines of, 'I know there's a war that's broken out in the Middle East, grabbing the headlines. Headlines that should be about us, Harry. We're the deal. We should be what the people see on the front pages and the cover of Unintelligible.' I heard what sounded like a woman's voice. The voice said something like, 'We need to stage something big, something like a Unintelligible.' And the voice trailed off into some murmurings and then came back with, 'Dimitri and Lugano.' Now, I have no idea who Dimitri and Lugano are. Perhaps they are the chaps the hubby caught in bed with the wifey. Young celebrities these days. They're so into adultery and litigating for divorce quicker than a dog pissing up a fire hydrant. Thank you for that corroborative testimony, Millicent Van Keeken. You've backed up Tran, Tristano, and Fulgencia." A Haitian security guard at the back entrance of the hotel, François Duplessis, testified he saw a lady dressed in white come through the back entrance with an entourage of bodyguards. He didn't recognize her at first until he saw the man in a suit trailing behind her with a red beard. The man with the beard had a facial expression of worry and hopelessness, and the woman looked odd. She had a band of paper towel wrapped around her shoulders. I saw the safety pin at the back as she sauntered by me. It was weird, I remember thinking. Why is this woman wearing a roll of Bounty, the quicker picker-upper, around her shoulders? She looked like a walking commercial for Runroll. Now that is one Charmine I wouldn't want to squeeze. Litera, Haitian Creole for "it was bizarre." Miguel Santoro, the proprietor of a bodega across the street from the hotel, recalls all these black vehicles emerging from the rear, Denalists and Escalades. They didn't look like cop cars, no flashing tail lights. There was no motorcade of cops on bikes, just a lone cop car with NYPD markings and flashing lights. He wondered why the President of the United States was staying at a downscale hotel when there were so many others in town that were more upscale. He also saw the group of photographers congregating around a parked car. He thought that was useless if the photographers wanted to catch another Joe Biden embarrassing gaffe when he was already in one of those cars. Gopal Krishnan Chaudhuri, a driver for Uber, recalls that he was hired just to show up at this hotel and just to drive, with no passengers to pick up or take anywhere. His instructions were just to follow the car ahead of him. He had earlier seen a couple enter that one. He observed their lips were moving. Several times the lady, whom he thought was Kim Kardashian, and dressed oddly in what appeared to be a paper towel wrap, slapped a piece of paper in her hand and glared at the bearded man. He looked worried and anxious. He thought that this must be Kim's new beau, Michael Fassbender. Then Gopal Krishnan shrugged his shoulders and muttered, "Who gives a fuck? I can't believe I'm getting paid for this." Oh, that's interesting information, isn't it? Please join us in continuing this couple in the next videos. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to the Royal Fantasy channel so you don't miss the latest videos. Thanks for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next video.